Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, I'm Mand. So today's video is a little walkthrough of the Sweet Blossom Lenormand by Irene Kapjan. Is that how you pronounce it? I think she's a Dutch creator actually. Yeah, a Dutch artist. So come on, focus, there we go. And why I'm actually coming on kind of front facing first, I am going to turn you guys around so you guys can see the cards better, is because I wanted to start like a mini series of where I'm going to do what I want to call walkthrough Wednesdays. I don't know if this is a thing that has been done, I'll be honest, I haven't looked into it too much. I have the window open and all these like little white fluffies are like flying in, so I'm gonna have to pause you for a second and close the window. Okay, that should stop the fluff coming in because it is going everywhere. Anyway, so walkthrough Wednesdays is where I'm going to do a full walkthrough of either new decks that I have picked up or decks in my collection that maybe some of you might be curious as to how they look, what's the box like, what's the guidebook like, so whether I have worked with the deck or not. So this is kind of like an extra bonus video, if you want to call it that, a week, and it just kind of gives you an insight of what the deck itself is like. Would you like to buy it? So at least the decks that I have in my collection, if you want to get it, then you can decide through seeing the walkthrough whether you want to or not, because I know I used to do walkthroughs on my videos. I haven't done one in quite some time, and I just love looking through the cards and just being very mindful. It was a great way for me to actually get to know a deck as well. So I've gotten new decks that I have shown you since in my collection, and they're kind of to the wayside and I haven't worked with them since, which is kind of sad. So it was this little mini deck that kind of inspired walkthrough Wednesdays. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and yeah, I'm gonna flip you guys around. And so if you don't see my face, I mean probably another video you'll see my face. And yeah, I hope you'd enjoy this mini series that I'm hoping to continue every Wednesday if at all possible, but maybe every second Wednesday we could do it. Let me know what you guys think. Anyway, so without further ado, let's have a look at this cute little deck. This is adorable. Like, I have kind of had a quick glance at it, so we'll have a look at it together. Alrighty, okay, so I'm so excited to do these walkthroughs. I love watching walkthroughs and just seeing the cards card by card and seeing what, you know, people are thinking. Anyway, so I cannot for the life of me remember where I originally seen this, but I think I seen it on Instagram. Somebody shared it, I'm not sure. But this is a sweet, I don't have a Lenormand, right? So this is my first Lenormand deck. But when I seen it, and then somebody said there was an autumn version, and you guys know I love autumn. I was like, I can't just have one and not the other, because this is me, right? So I had to pick this up. Now I got it like super cheap on Amazon. I also made sure that it was legit, because I was kind of funny the fact that it came in a tuck box. Now that isn't abnormal. I just needed to make sure that there was a guidebook and whatnot, but this is 100% absolute legit. So as you can see, it's the Sweet Blossom Lenormand by Irene, I want to say Kapjan, but I feel like that is completely wrong, and I should know how to pronounce this with having Dutch heritage, so I do apologize. This is the side. It is so tiny. Hold on now, I'll get my She Loves Oracle, so you have an idea as how so this is the standard Oracle size. You can see how, like, this is dainty size wise, so I'll just put that back over there. And this is the back. So it's Sweet Blossom Lenormand by Dutch artist Irene, enchants with its lightness, apologies, that's my stomach, and softness of colours. Blossoming flowers on each card bring to life the promise of spring and gives hope and optimism for the challenges of everyday life. The deck contains 36 cards plus 2 additional cards for same-sex readings / questions. In the detailed booklet, you will find information about the history and interpretation methods of the Lenormand cards. And I'm trying to see, this is made in Germany. I don't know, oh, the side is damaged. I don't know, was that me or was it just when it was delivered. But yes, I got this on Amazon. I'm trying to see the publication. I'm assuming this is it. I don't know. You can figure that one out. But this is, I did have a quick glance, I'm not gonna lie. This isn't like a first impressions or anything like this. This is literally just a walkthrough of it. Now, I've never worked with Lenormand. I've seen so many people. I know Lisa Pepez actually has a series, so maybe it was that video did I see it on? I don't think so, but maybe. But I really wanted to try my hand at Lenormand. Jeez. Because I have like Oracle and Tarot down, and I like to incorporate a bit more. I do use sometimes runes, and I also am working with my mystic metals. They're divination coins, but I'll mention those in another video. So I'm going to put that there. And these are extremely cute. Oh my god, like look at the backs. But we'll get to the cards in 2 minutes. It did all come lovely, wrapped up, completely safe and whatnot. So this is the little white book, and it's a chunky white book, to be fair. And I'm just trying to see, is it all in English? Yes, this is all in English. Okay, so we have the contents. What are Lenormand cards? Before you use the cards, getting to know the energy of a card deck, tips for reading basic card meanings and practicing with the card meanings, pairings. Oh, that's very cool. The near and far method, the game of hope, and recommended books by the author, that's really handy, especially if you're kind of new to Lenormand like I am. I have a rough idea. I know some of these are based on playing cards as well, but so if you have any Lenormands, let me know, because I don't know, is this a new thing now that I'm adding to my collection to start collecting? Who knows? But I really like the look of it. It's very rare that I see a Lenormand deck that I'm like, oh, I need to get that. And this is one of them. So plus I wanted to try something new. So this is the introduction. So this was November 2023. So this is actually out with 2 years, is it? This is the second edition I have. Okay. So this isn't the first one. So this gives you like what they are and kind of a bit of a history on it and getting to know the deck. It's really small, so like if I go out here you can see kind of how small that writing is. And then I'm trying to see, do we have the meanings? Where are our meanings? This is pairing them. And then we basic card meanings. Okay, so you just have kind of like keywords to what they mean, and then what else? Pairing cards, very cool. Okay, so it's very different to how Tarot and Oracle would be, because excuse me, each card would have like a great description, whereas here this is literally just writer is news, messages, announcements, or someone coming or going. And then Clover's luck, tiny window of opportunity, spontaneity. So it's just kind of like a general meaning, really. Like each card doesn't actually oh, hold on. What's this? Oh, so this is kind of right. This is very interesting. I definitely need to flip through this book a little bit more. Okay, so this is kind of a bit more in-depth. So for the near or far to the question. Okay, so this is like a layout, and then a little bit more of an explanation of each card is in here. So I suppose it's like upright and reverse. Very cool. So this is super detailed. I think I've talked about this enough. That is super detailed. So I feel like, you know, maybe if you're starting off, this might be great because it has a cute little guidebook. It's not overloaded, and of course Lisa Pepez has a video. So I mean, do you need to overload yourself with information? No, not really. So these are so small. I'm genuinely actually obsessed with little tiny decks at the moment. Not that I have many, but this is so cute. Look at the back of that. You guys know I love flowers and butterflies and all that kind of floral goodness. So, excuse me, how cute is that? And then you do have the little copyright sign. So extremely cute. Okay, so we have the rider, or just rider is on it. So it is numbered. Lenormand is numbered. Clover, which I would always see as like good luck anyway. We have a ship. How beautiful is this? Like, I just, it's so good. And I feel like this is obviously probably based around spring, so it's a really good spring Lenormand if you're kind of looking for that seasonal vibes. I know there's loads of different Lenormands you can get your hands on, but again, I'm kind of new to that, so I mean, beautiful. And we also have the coffin. So it's kind of more like along the lines of Egyptian. Bouquet. Oh, isn't that lovely, the scythe? Then we have whip. It kind of has somewhat of nearly an Alice in Wonderland type of whimsy. That's it, like a whimsical vibe here. Like, that's so cute. Sorry, I just got kind of lost in the images here. Like, star. It's so pretty. It really is. There's something very uplifting and bright about this. So as you guys know, I really like pastel color decks. Look at the dog. Oh my god, this looks like we used to have a mixed breed Labrador, and we call him Old Rock because our other dog we have is called Rock as well after him. So we have Old Rock and Rock. And this reminds me of our Labrador that unfortunately, oh my gosh, she's gone over 11 years now, I think. Yeah. And he was just such a gentle dog. Oh, he was just amazing. How beautiful is that? And the mountain. Oh, it's like overcoming obstacles, moving mountains, if you want to take it that way. Can I live here? Not at the crossroads, but can I live in that house? Oh, wow. Oh, look at the mice. Oh my gosh. If you don't know, I don't really mind rodents all that much. Solely because I've had 2 dwarf hamsters and they definitely fall in the rodent family, and I just love dwarf hamsters, and mice remind me of them, just that they have longer tails. Rats are a different story though. But anyway. Hearts. Oh. Isn't that a gorgeous ring? Oh my goodness. Books. Yes, please. Isn't that love me? Love me too? So we have gentleman, lady. Oh, wow. Oh, I love the contrast between the two. What is wrong with my stomach? I swear I had lunch before. Isn't that just... wow. So Lenormand, from what I can pick up, is kind of along the same lines of tarot. It does have a structure, as in it would have the same kind of standard meanings. I love this cross. That's gorgeous. Oh, and then these are our 2 extra cards. So we have man and woman. So even if you wanted to change those out, if you didn't like the lady and gentleman, you could change them out. So I would say you could change these out for them, or that's lovely. That's really nice. All right, let's have a shuffle, shall we? Well, we will try. Oh my goodness, these are tiny. Okay, if you have small hands, which I do, I have to say these are very comfortable to shuffle. I'm not even going to lie. I don't know what I'm trying to do there. And I do apologize if the camera is picking up my stomach grumbling. I'm going to try and riffle shuffle, you guys. I am not the best at that. These cards are actually too stiff for that. I just realized that as I'm trying to bend them. They're not, I never talked about the cardstock. They're actually really sturdy. See? They're a little bit bold when I do that, but you can totally just to slightly bowed. Ah, there we go. It's pretty straight. But let's see. Now these aren't shuffled to the best that I could shuffle them, but let's pick a card and see. So we get ship. And so I'm going to go into the book. And let's see where our ship is. See, for me, that would be kind of like an adventure, going somewhere, heading somewhere. So travel, a journey, movement, transport, inheritance. Ooh. And so I'm just curious then as to, we had the more in-depth meaning of the cards back here. I'm just curious, is it the same? Does it vary? Okay. Traveling is a good option, or money is coming. Or if it was reversed, which you guys know I don't read reversals, is a trip is not going ahead right now, or business is slow. Okay, so that is super interesting. I'm looking forward to incorporating this into my practice. How? I don't know, but I always like to figure these things out. So you guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you actually have this, or if you have any other recommendations for Lenormand decks. I definitely want to check out a few more. I'm going to try and get to know this one first before I add another one. Famous last words, probably. But no, I'd like to get to know this first and then kind of incorporate more. But yeah, let me know, do you have this deck? Do you have another Lenormand deck that you love, that you might think that I love? Because some of us have the same tastes, and I love getting recommendations off you guys. And yeah, make sure you like the video, because it does help the channel out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you part of the family here, because we have an amazing community, if I do say so myself. And don't forget to hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload. And this is kind of a new thing to my channel now, with doing Wednesday walkthroughs, which I'm super excited to do. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And remember, stay magical, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys.